broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money? I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money? I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money?
Yo, yo, yo. Greetings, family. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all, pardon me for checking in a tad bit late. You know what I mean? But I want to thank y'all for y'all that get to be able to stroll in on this live, and for y'all to whoever to catch the replay. I just want to touch on a few things. You know, give you an update on what's going on in the cryptocurrency space. Mainly, and you know, a lot of people been diving into the stocks and things like that, so that's good that our people out there having these conversations, you know. But you know, we living in some serious times, man, and we need to get to the point where I believe, hopefully we see now how critical it is for us to have our own resources, circulate our own money and things of that nature. But you know, I can make a long story long, but let's just go ahead and get into a few things real quick. All right. Now, for those of you who are new, maybe to my channel or just new to the cryptocurrency space, this is a great site right here called CoinMarketCap.com. I've talked about it several times before, but it's a good place for you to come research the top cryptocurrencies, as well as knowing how to acquire them. You know, what places you can go to get them and things of that nature. All right, so update on BTC, right? Bitcoin currently hovering around 46,000 and you know 46.5, and you know that thing can shoot either. You know, it can go to the moon. That would we say, man, Bitcoin going to the moon. And one of the reasons lately that a lot of things have been going on because of this right here. All right. Tesla Bitcoin. Tesla invests $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. All right. So you know, if a big company like Tesla is investing in it and they're looking to accept Bitcoin as payment, then you know it's something serious. You feel me? It's something serious. So I know everybody been seeing the buzz about it and what's going on and whatnot, but that's one big reason that the things were moving as they were today, along with Ethereum as well, been moving as well. Some more news is saying that Apple could possibly be the next big company to buy Bitcoin. And so when you got two big platforms like Apple, which is, you know, you can't go anywhere without seeing, you know, you can't go nowhere without seeing their phones and tablets and computers. So we know how big of an influence they have on this system and this infrastructure, as well as Tesla, you know, Elon Musk and all that. So he's been doing a lot lately in the social media space. And even when it comes to something as far as Dogecoin, all right, even that's been up lately. So even when we go look at that, and this is what was kind of, there's so many altcoins or alternate coins other than Bitcoin. You know, that's just the number one coin, but other coins are called altcoins. But even something like this, right? People consider Doge to be a joke because it literally is a meme. You know what I mean? It literally is a meme, right? A coin. So you can see that it was, you know, the price point, you know, was well under a penny for a very long while. And currently right now, what is it, about 8 or 9 cents? So almost, yeah, at about 8 cents. So that means if you've had it, say if you had it at a penny, you know, you would have multiplied your money at least 8 times. And people had got it cheaper than that. But it's very funny because outside of that, it really doesn't have any big value. So from that standpoint, I would just be careful with investing into coins that are not tied to anything. So, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, even XRP, even though they're going through their little situation, they're still a number 4 coin according to CoinMarketCap.com. A lot of these coins are associated with corporations or applications or businesses. They're associated with something that can push the that's going to be operating in this new economy, this digital space. So if I was looking at something long term, that's the type of things that I'd be looking at. But very, very dope place to come check these things out. I definitely just want to share that insight. Maybe you all didn't know. I know people had bought Bitcoin at 40,000. It went down and they were scared, and now it's back up. You felt like you should have held. Well, that's just how the market moves. First thing you should always know is buy low, sell high, and be very, very aware of doing what the masses are doing. Because a lot of time the people in that got the most money, they doing the opposite of what most of the other people are doing. But once again, $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. All right, Tesla. All right, so and Apple may be next. So y'all see what times and what space that we living in. Okay, and something else I wanted to talk about. Let's go ahead and pull up charts real quick. Y'all excuse my computer for lagging just a little bit. Okay. Boom. All right, this is what I want to look at right here. All right, this is GameStop, family. All right, let me make sure I change this to. I just look at the daily. It might be easier for y'all to read that way. Okay. This is GameStop, right? This is the 11th of January. This is the 21st of January. And you see it shot all the way up here. All right. And now it went from around 480 a share all the way down to currently at 60. So for those of you all who maybe were getting in it here, and a lot of people were able to come up. Now the problem is, a lot of people lost money because they just invested into something and they weren't aware of what a pump and dump is. They're not aware of being able to do a technical analysis on the charts. That they're not aware of that. So that's the only thing that I wanted to say. Like, man, y'all still make sure y'all be careful about just jumping and doing what everybody else is doing. At least take the time to get some insights. This is the GameStop stock right here. Or whatnot. But if you want to look at the daily chart for Bitcoin, here's Bitcoin. Okay, currently I'm almost at 47,000. But even if, let me take this stuff off here. So even if you look at the end of November, end of December, we're looking at, it was around 18,000. Guess what? People thought it was too high in. But you know what would have happened if you would have got in at that time? You would have more than doubled your investment, your money, or however you want to term it, because there's a couple ways to get into crypto. All right. So let me get off of this real quick and holler at y'all for a second. All right, family. So it's a couple ways to get into the crypto space. All right. The very simple ways are, one would be to actually acquire the Bitcoin to go inside of your wallet. You feel what I'm saying? And that way you're using it as a currency that you can go out and use, because if Tesla is going to be accepting it, Apple may be accepting it, all these places that you're used to spending this fiat money in, all right, they're going to be accepting crypto. And what are you going to do when you don't have any crypto to go spend? You know what I mean? So that's one way of getting it. So when you get to talking about wallets, starting out, people have access to Cash App. You can acquire it there. I personally use crypto.com, but they have many other wallets. There's plenty of people that are using clever trust wallets, Binance, stuff like that. But it's a link in the description to check out crypto.com if you interested in going to check that out. Other people, they look at the cryptos as more an investment, similar way people do stocks. So that's why people were on Robinhood and places like that, investing into it in that way. Now, if you want to do that, that's to each his own. I would like to have direct access and utilize mine like money, like I do money. It's in my wallet. I'm able to access it and go spend it without having to, just wait and whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in to that, because now is the time. I'm talking about following the money. If 1.5 billion by Tesla, come on now. But it just looking at the trajectory of where we've come from this past, I just got to take a look at this one more time, family. I have got to take a look at this one more time. Now, let me go back. So this is Bitcoin. Shout out to the big bro, Smart Passive Income with JB. So, just look at this, fam. October, I'm talking about Bitcoin 10,000. People say, hey, it's too much. It's too much. Everybody say it's gonna crash. One thing about any of this stuff, don't nobody really know what's what. We just looking at the trajectory, based on where this economy is going, and making decisions on our own inside, because I can't never give you financial advice. It's up to you, to figure out what you want to do. But from what I'm seeing, even if stuff goes down, it tends to move back up. Let's even look at Ethereum, man. All right. So right now, over 1,700. Okay, look at in December. Look at just even in December, and that's not too long ago. All right, $541. Okay. People might have thought that was too high. You go back to October, it's in the 300s, and then of course you can go back into July, it was in the 200s. So plenty of us might have had savings accounts. We probably had stuff laying around the house worth $200 that we could have sold just to put it there. You know what I'm saying? And let it work for us. So man, this stuff right now is the time. So whatever it is you doing, you know what I mean? We need to be focused on resources, money, making money, whether that's crypto or whatever, and just being aware of what's going on out here, family. So it's late, really. Let me see. And I just wanted to jump on, man, because it was a crazy morning. It was a great day for me this morning, because when you're somebody who's in tune with trading and understanding the markets, trading is a skill set that you can use for cryptocurrencies, because you can trade cryptocurrencies, buying and selling them on platforms. You can actually know when the best time for you to invest your money into a cryptocurrencies based on your own analysis. You can utilize trading for stocks. You can even trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the forex market as well. So it's many different ways when you start being able to do an analysis and read this and following the money and seeing how the money move. You feel me? So as far as everything going on right now, 2021, I know it seemed like the world slowed down, things changing, things are evolving, and this digital space, this crypto space, booming. Y'all see everybody got y'all in tune to places like GameStop and AMC, which pretty much they gonna be dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? But y'all help somebody make some money. I'm happy that some of y'all did make money, but I know a lot of people lost money as well. But family, I'll be bringing y'all more updates, man. But the reason I've been talking about this stuff more and more is because I want to get everybody acclimated, and so you just not caught off guard, because I know it's gonna be a lot of people out there that's still very unfamiliar with crypto and all that type of stuff like that. But like I say, it's look at it in the simple terms of digital money. All right, people, they got digital real estate out here. I told my homie that, man, good friend of mine, we chopping it up, doing some business together, and You know, he kind of been talking to me about getting into real estate. So we've been chopping it up on real estate, and you know, planning on making some moves. And I said, man, you know, they even got digital real estate now. And he kind of looked at me. I was like, man, every time somebody hear that, you know, for the first time, it kind of make you wonder, like, what does that mean? What does digital real estate mean? What does it mean that I can tokenize my own intellectual property and associate that with a coin? You know what I mean? You can be the only person with that. They got digital artwork. You know, so don't be alarmed when y'all see more virtual reality and digital stuff popping up. You know, as crazy as that may seem, though, these are the times that we living in. All right, these are times that we living in. So, you know, whatever y'all got to do, you know what I mean? There's always a way to get out here and make some money. I'm talking about legally and morally. You know what I'm saying? So some people on DoorDash, some people have social media presence. Many people are doing different things and providing value into a specific community. You know, you can do that, you know what I mean? And I was, you know, people even, you know, I caught my big bro a little bit of his video, and a couple people asking me about talk a little bit more about the SUSU or whatever, you know. So it's like now people more so in that mindset, and they see how powerful it is to be circulating money amongst our people, because we all in a similar position, a lot of us, you know. But to each his own, because not everybody has the mindset and the will to do that, you know. But I'm not the type to sit around and wait on a handout. If it's on me, I'm willing to bet on myself and make something happen. That way, when I look back, I know that I bet on myself, and I'm not sitting here waiting on somebody else to do something for me. So if we can all, you know what I'm saying, be on the same page and get it, then this is the biggest transfer of generation of wealth, just going on right up under our nose. You know what I mean? Just imagine, you know, having $1,000 in a dog ecoin, aka Dogecoin, from a meme, just as a joke. All right, and next thing you know, it's booming. So it's just crazy times we living in. So if Elon Musk is trying to get all this stuff changed into cryptocurrencies, does anyone wonder why? Is there a plan to take them all out and no longer be available to anyone else? That's a great question. But I know one thing. I'm looking at all these different you know, even Jeff Bezos, all these different CEOs and stuff that have stepped down from these businesses. You know, all of a sudden stuff started going on, cryptocurrency started booming. And even if we're looking to kind of at least answer a piece of your question, because I that's a great question. I'm not sure about what exactly is going on. I don't have the answers to that. But let me see here. If we are looking on coinmarketcap.com, there is a cap on how much of anything can circulate. So with that being said, yeah, there is a cap on it. There is a cap on it. And if you're not in a space where you are having some of these things, then it's going to be more challenging for you to get it. And not only that, by the time, you know, the stuff becomes normal, like this is the type of thing. Bitcoin could, you know, it could be worth who knows, 100,000, a million, you know, a coin or something like that. So the more this thing grows, it's going to be more challenging to actually be able to even have like a whole coin, you know. So for me, and I'm just speaking just for me and how I see it, I was like, hey, look, it's time to get with it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. When anyone grows up so poor they couldn't pay attention, they will seek a better life as anyway it's possible. As long as we keep God first and do it legally and morally right, and we put in the hard work, we can do anything. Shout out to Kiva Construction LLC. I'm right with you. You know, a lot of us come from similar backgrounds, and it could be very challenging because we have so many distractions that's in front of us. You know what I mean? And at some point in time, we got to put on our big boy pants or big girl pants, shoes. You know what I mean? and address the situation in the mirror and do what we got to do the best that we can do. You know what I mean? Because even with myself, you know, I'm not perfect. I have the challenges. I'm on here speaking passionately because I'm living through these experiences with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the type, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to sit on my hands, give up and not do nothing. You know what I mean? So we all have the ability, you know, it's just a natural law. We all have the ability to turn anything into some gold. So now is the time. You know, it's going to be people sitting around complaining. It's going to be people sitting around making money right now. And I don't know which one of you going to be. You know, one of my homies that told me back in the day, man, hey, or mentors rather, say, hey, man, you know, you talking about a problem. All I'm thinking about is a solution. You know, so we have to be solution oriented for sure. Look at all the brothers and sisters in this wicked racist nation that put in all the work and are now successful. There's a blueprint there. There's a path there. You know what I mean? So I agree. You know, we keep God first, and we put in that work to get to where we want to be. We'll get there for sure. But anyway, family, if y'all want to chop it up with me, y'all drop some questions, man. You know what I'm saying? A few of y'all on here right now. So we can chop it up for a little bit, but I definitely wanted to come and drop some insight because $1.6 billion in Bitcoin, that's not light. It's not light at all. And, you know, keep on shedding some light on this money. You know what I'm saying? He said, where's the money? This the new money. You know, this the new money. I'm seeing more and more people come out with digital assets that can only be purchased through cryptocurrency. And I you know, for me, this is still just the beginning. You know, it's still just the beginning. So, what's up? What y'all got for me? I know it's late. I done sipped all my tea, my God body tea already. What do I think should be done? I mean, in what aspect? In what aspect? You know, because that question wide open to me. I definitely like just, you know, at the end of the beginning of the day, end of the day, you know, it's about making some money or really having resources. So taking the steps, because we behind when we talk about that. I get on here and make a long story long, but when it comes to getting out here, having some type of if we're gonna continue to operate in this system, for one, the way that, you know, they move and maneuver in the system is through commerce. This whole system is conducted through commerce. So figuring out how you can provide some type of service that can be beneficial to you, your family, or whoever to actually make money off of that. And there's plenty of different ways to do it. It just depends on you. I mean, I'm sure you said Kiva Construction. Sounds like you do some type of construction, which I believe would be very powerful in the days coming up. As far as I don't expect things to get back to an old ideal of normal, but I do expect for there to be some type of construction, you know, being done for this new infrastructure. As far as brothers and sisters betting their lives and their families and associates, what knowledge are they lacking to do it better? Well, a lot of financial literacy is a big thing, and just having a healthy mindset of knowing what's going on out here and understanding how they put us together, they put us against each other often. So one, you know, definitely being brought up in having the financial education so we can build on that. When it comes to, you know, that's why I get on here and I start talking about, you know, business credit, starting a business. That's really just the foundation when it comes to fixing your personal credit, and knowing how to use those type of things, not to go out and put yourself in more debt or necessarily to get the flashy cars and things. Like all that stuff will come. It's like, how do we sustain ourselves? And I know some people talk about like evergreen business, and evergreen is usually things that's always going to be around. So for me, and I didn't coin this, but when I heard it, it resonated with me deep. Like, it's nobody else's responsibility to feed you and your family, to provide shelter for you and your family, to educate you and your family, and it comes down to water, food, all that. So for me, I look at things from a very fundamental aspect of, okay, what is the end goal? To have some land, to have some resources, to be able to sustain ourselves, without a handout, for lack of better terms. And one of the things that we have access to is credit and money, because that's just how this system work over here. Now, in all actuality, it's enough of us to bond together and build, but we're so disoriented that it's really challenging for us to come together as a whole, which I think would be really beneficial, for us to build our own communities for real, in that manner. But since it is so challenging, unless you're dealing with like-minded people for real, it's kind of like you have to start at home first. But yeah, make some money. Focus on. If maybe you a company, you want to start a toilet paper company or something. Man, it ain't got to be toothpaste, toothbrush. I don't know. Do something jump into something everybody needs. But I think building that generational wealth, ideally, starting from the ground up. You know what I mean? Because we out here, like, I get it. You feel me? Like, I get it. I jumped out here in the water. I never had like really been in business. I ain't been around nobody just uber successful. I just been around people who, and we're just in different times, but get an education, get a job, or go to the military, retire, get some contract work, or truck driver, or you out there in the streets caught up in the same thing that you've been doing. You know what I mean? So for me, that's just it's a vicious cycle, and it didn't resonate with me. You know what I mean? So I got pushed to the point where in my mind, I'm willing to bet on myself to change things, because I know how to go do that other stuff already. And I'm not saying it's easy for everybody, because people got kids and families and wives and husbands, so it works better when you have people that's moving with you and in alignment with you. But I will tell you this. Sometimes we overcomplicate things. Now, because I'm looking at the way that all this stuff is panning out, and even last year, I was making videos. If y'all ain't checked out Smart Passive Income with JB, go check out his videos. And last year, probably around this time last year, a little bit after, all giving us all a game about what's going on right now. It's just about if we were able to envision that and put our minds in that presence, we'll, hindsight, we all be in a better position. It's young kids out here just they making money from the comfort of their home, TikTok, social media, So there's ways to get out here and get it. I don't have all the answers though. But for the people that I can help, by providing a little insight, maybe helping you get your business started, maybe helping you get the foundation of your business together, helping you getting started with understanding cryptocurrencies and money and financial technologies and the mindset that comes along with this, then I'm just here to plant seeds, man, and it's gonna be up to whoever to nurture those seeds, water them, fertilize them, and so forth, to continue to grow and blossom. But fix your credit, make some money, start a business, be of service to others. You know what I mean? And don't never let nobody tell you what you can't do. You know, I'm hard headed. You tell me in that respect, I can't. I'm gonna show you I will. But yeah, Carlos Gatlin, keep doing your thing, bro. Much appreciated, fam. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I just have a passion, man. A passion about, you know, what is freedom? What really is freedom? You know, not the stuff that they sell us and whosoever story they telling us. You know, what does freedom look like? You know, because it's this construct that we living in. You know, I give them their props, man. You know, I'm not saying I agree with everything, but it's a heck of a system. The huge challenge is the younger generation are not getting those fundamentals of how to do it better and have less heartaches and headaches. Yeah, and I think that's two sides of that from my perspective. One is when you don't. There's a lot of families, right? That have estates, and when they have these estates, they know their lineage, they know where they come from. Their families have a certain type of structure. Their families have goals, and like they have like a legacy, for lack of better terms. For some people, but for a lot of people who are born, it's like we're starting over every time and we get caught up in a cycle. But I will say this, a lot of younger people that I come across, you know, of course not all, because there's always going to be distractions and stuff like that. A lot of them are very intelligent, and they are not with the mental gymnastics that this system has put in front of us. There's a lot of free thinkers that I've came across, and a lot of them that are willing to want to do something different. Like, you know, a lot of them don't, you know, it's like, for instance, music, record deal, you know, like a traditional record deal, you know, that's no, like who's doing that? Nobody's doing that no more. You know, people getting regular jobs, you know, a lot of them are free thinkers. So when you have that, you know, I can see the light in this system, for the future, for them doing something very, very powerful. So that's why I'm here. I've seen a lot of people, younger people, kind of tap into the channel as well. And some of them do want to learn about business. So, you know, and I realize, okay, that's a beautiful thing. If somebody's on here at 17, 18, 16, trying to figure out how to get their credit right, trying to figure out how to start them a business, they already ahead of the game. All right. Because when I was that age, I was working at McDonald's, working at KFC. And, you know, at that particular time, I think the only thing that I was looking towards doing was maybe music, being a producer. But as I began to get older, all I was worried about is, oh man, I'm 18. I got to pay these bills. I got to go get a job. All right. Just speaking from my own inside, that deterred me from like really diving into like going out here and experiencing life and getting caught up, you know, in the midst of all of that. So when I see the youngsters really going after they dreams and their aspirations and wanting to learn, them gonna be the ones that really change this thing. All right, go ahead, brother. You can drop the link. Here's 2 great links that keep me on track with this. Okay, hopefully it let you. I know sometimes my chat be tripping with links. Hopefully it let you put the link in there. But believe you me, I know some youngsters, they own that crypto heavy. They own the crypto heavy. They done diversified. They've been in, you know, and some, you know, got jobs and working like that, but they knew, you know, I'm not gonna lie, even when I heard it, when you hear about it for the first time, like something like Bitcoin, you're like, man, what is that? You don't know what it is. Your mind can't grasp the concept. And then when it's here, you're like, oh, this is what this was. You know, just like they have social media platforms that are going to be coming out based off of the Ethereum platform, because Ethereum is not only a cryptocurrency, it's for lack of a better term, it's an application it's kind of like you can utilize it to program other applications. So a lot of things will be linked like that. So it's like, man, it's like, okay, this is stuff we need to be tapped into, for sure. But I just jumped on to chop it up with y'all, man. See if y'all had any questions. Y'all want to chop it up about anything, fintechs, business, credit, cryptocurrency, business insight, whatever. But I know that when I got up and I seen them charts moving this morning, I was like, man, what's going on? So paying attention to these finance, Yahoo, like something like Yahoo Finance, man. You can just go on there, just start seeing what the big people is doing, the big money is doing. See what the big money is doing. For sure. I got a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot. I got a few of them, but it's so many of them. But definitely, it's something I diversify, whatnot. Because it's to the point now where they got ways where, I'm not telling look, this channel, I'm never giving anybody any financial advice, but it's to the point now where you can actually keep your money all crypto, and it's like easier to access. The only thing I would say for people that are new to crypto is some people are worried about, what if the money goes up and goes down. I got some insight for that, but I say this: you have stable coins like USDT, Tether, USDC, some other coins as well that they're associated with the fiat dollar, the Federal Reserve note, so they don't change in price. It's gonna be 99 cents a dollar, $1. It's always gonna be that dollar. It's gonna be stable. So that's if you want to move your money to a digital space, because your money's already digital anyway when you talking about banks and stuff. And that way, it's like, okay, boom, my money is stable. It's not going up and down. It's stable. It's not volatile. On the flip side, if I ask you or anybody, say your granddaddy gave you a $5 bill in 1992, all right? What happens is, 20 years later, you still had that $5 bill. It's still a $5 bill, but now it has less value, even though it's still $5. So when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and this is the mindset we have to wrap our heads around it. Even though I get it, we still tied up in the fiat, and that's the way it is. But if you have one Bitcoin now, okay, granted we keep moving in the same trajectory, 20 years later, it's still going to be one Bitcoin. Now the relationship of what that's going to be, depending on inflation and the fiat, I don't know. So there's something just to be aware of and think about too. So have you ever barbershop this knowledge where you have videos on each of these subjects? Nah, I ain't done that. That's a good idea. And I'm not exactly what you mean, 'cause I don't be in the barbershop that often anymore, because I'm bald, man. I just cut my hair at the house. But that's a great conversation. That'll be a great conversation. For sure. But I will say, like even my lady was talking, and she was talking about just, she see me talk about it so much, and she's like, well, I'm gonna just use it as a savings account. And I think that's something smart to do as well, just to get you acclimated to crypto as well. So, but as far as getting started with that, Cash App and Coinbase are the two easiest things to get started with. Cash App for Bitcoin. Coinbase has a lot of the other coins you can get access to. You can purchase or acquire it, or whatever, with your debit card or credit card or your bank account. Coinbase is not my favorite just because of the policies and terms, but they are very user friendly and they're a good place to start. You know, I won't cap on that. They are a good place to start. But you know, I've grown to like crypto.com. And then when it comes to, you know, coins that I'm interested in, I go to coinmarketcap.com and I look at what platforms have them, and I just get them on them platforms if I really want to have them. All right, because you know, you got so many wallets. The MetaMask wallet is a good wallet that's connected to, like, you can have that connect to your Google Chrome. The Trust wallet is a decent wallet, and then the cold wallets too, the offline wallets, with like the Trezor and the Ledger and the Nano, all that stuff. So that's when you get more savvy and want to have it. Have your crypto to where ain't nobody gonna mess with it. You got it on lock. You know what I mean? Because I know some people that held on to the XRP and they had it on their cold wallet when they, you know, when a lot of other platforms was making it harder to get because everything was going on. Right. Okay. Right. I'm tracking. I'm tracking. Well, in that regards, I've roundtabled a little bit, but probably not as much as I haven't built as much with a lot of others as I should. Um, just in you know what I'm saying, in this space, there's a lot of people I know. Uh, like everybody, I know a lot more people that's not around me. You know what I'm saying, like in reach. But I do have a lot of associates and stuff that we build from this virtual standpoint, for sure, than anything else. Because usually when I come across people, they may know a little bit, because I don't know everything. They may know a little bit, but they may not be as well versed. It's still new to a lot of people. But it is great conversation. I mean, who don't, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, more people are getting hip to it, so that's it's a good thing, but it's something to be mindful of, because I have never seen so many people onto crypto and stocks or anything ever before in my life. But when people are sitting at home and you giving them time to where they forced to figure out they got to do something, they start opening their minds up to new things, because there's a lot of people who feel like stuff is, you know, a scam, right? And that's just only perception. You're gonna have people that take advantage of anything, but when you learn a skill set and you learn how to do something for yourself, you realize, oh, okay, you know, I could have been into stocks, I could have been into forex, I could have been into crypto, you know. And you might realize maybe this fiat system has been a scam the whole time, you know. But not many people had that mindset. There you go, right there. I know my cousins have been doing Bitcoin for years. I have a brother in Philly that is huge in changing your property to crypto. Yo, and the crypto is deep. Like I'm still, like, you know, I'm amazed at the stuff I'm gaining insight too. You know what I mean? So them definitely sound like some people I need to chop it up with. You know what I mean? Because what you can do in this space is really amazing. It truly is. You know, you can even, if the Dogecoin didn't show you nothing else, you can come up with your own coin. Right? You come up, know your value, know your worth. You come with your own coin. Indeed. But yeah, family, look, I'm about to go and get up off this thing, family. Look, y'all be great. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'll probably catch y'all tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'll probably be on a little bit earlier and we can chop it up about a few things. I have yet to, man, I want to start doing, I keep saying this, I want to start doing some rooms on Clubhouse. So let me see, cause I don't have no too smart to be broke one, but I might have to make another one. But it's cool. I come on here next time and drop the links for stuff like that, so we can actually have an open platform and build with one another. So maybe we can do the round table discussion on Clubhouse. You know. So if y'all over there, y'all can you can find me, but I think my let me see. My name is like one of my other brands. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so if y'all on Clubhouse, man, y'all can find me under that right there. You know, plant-based mellow. So that way, instead of me just doing these live streams, we can jump on there. We can build on there. You know what I mean? And just have an open platform where people can come build. And that's another reason I like doing this type of stuff, because I actually really want for us to start, you know, networking and supporting each other's businesses or online and stuff like that. So I'm out. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.
I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money? I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money? I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. Where's the money? I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke.